All right, man. Let's talk about this story I seen, man. I guess a comedian he had posted a story. I don't know where the actual video is. It might be in his bio. Let me see if he put it in his bio. No, he didn't put it because you can't put links on YouTube. I mean on Instagram, so he didn't put the original link in his bio. So he was pretty, and I'll let him speak. He was pretty upset about people not knowing who was actually wrong in this scenario, right? I agree with him, but also, two people can be wrong or multiple people could be wrong and all of this. So let her bark her stuff real quick.
40-year-old woman kicks out her 18-year-old son because he wasn't contributing or doing anything with his life. 2 months later, her best friend, who's also 40 years old, takes the son in. In 6 months' time, the son gets the 40-year-old friend pregnant. Who's wrong in this situation?
I encourage you to go over there to that comment section. I encourage you to click on this link, go over there to that comment section, and look at the dysfunction take place in the comment section. It is ridiculous to me that we live in a world to where everybody wants to make everything a gray area. Everything is gray. Everything's substantial. Everything, well, it depends. Well, it is till you stand in their shoes. Everything. No. Some stuff is right. Some stuff is wrong. There is a clear villain in this story. And I know this is a complicated story. I know this is a story with a lot of layers. We know situations similar to this. We all have heard things. You know what I'm saying? Not exactly like this, but similar things. There is a clear person in this trio here who possibly deserves a brick to the face. And that is the friend. How is this not common sense? How? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? We live in a world to where we have structure, we have discipline, we have rules, we have boundaries, we have discernment, right? We know we need these things for society to go to move forward. If we don't have these things, we are no different from the beasts that roam the forest. That friend is wrong, period.
A 40-year-old woman kicks out her 18-year-old son because he wasn't contributing or doing anything with his life. 2 months later, her best friend, who's also 40 years old, takes the son in. In 6 months' time, the son gets the 40-year-old friend pregnant.
All right, man. I just want to make sure I heard that again, right? So he's absolutely right, right? But also there's some blame to be had on the mother. See, what kills me is this. And I agree with him. I'm going to say that again. But from my perspective, what kills me is this. They want to create these unproductive men or young boys. And then they want to kick them out. I was dealing with a chick, man. She was older than me. And she had me come over, whatever. And she was like, yeah, I had to kick my son out because, he wasn't doing this or he wasn't doing that, this, that, and the third. I forgot it was a while ago, right? And my thing is this. They always want to kick the son out fast, or he's being unproductive, or he not doing nothing. Why isn't he doing nothing? This just don't happen when he turned 18. This doesn't happen when a boy turns 18. This has been a recurring theme. It's up to you to give him the knowledge and give him the tools, to do those things. It's a reason why, like my granddaddy, and when I used to go to my grandmother's house, they used to wake us up in the morning and make us do yard work and do work. And then once we did work, we eat breakfast, and then we can go do whatever we want to do with the rest of our day. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. So I don't really understand when they do that or put them out and what do you expect them to do? You didn't raise a productive citizen. And it's not too late. Get them up. Go fill out some applications with them. But just throwing him out because he's not productive, that was a precedent set by the mother. We all now know that. That was a precedent set by the mother. We all know that to be the fact. That was a precedent set by the mother. Come on. The mother has to be better than that. They so quick to throw these kids out at 18, but you raised the problem. You raised the problem. You raised the problem. Let me say it again. You raised the problem. You see other family structures, you're like, well, they can live under the house together because they was raised in tradition and they was raised in structure. Once again, they was raised with tradition and they was raised with structure. When you just a single parent and y'all, you just doing this, that, and the third, and ain't shit going on, you ain't making sure, you ain't setting no precedent, y'all ain't setting eight at the table as a family in a long time, you ain't showed no interest in his report cards, you ain't make sure he went to school, you ain't did none of that. You wasn't an involved parent in his schooling. You only showed up when he got suspended. You did never participate in none of the none of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You didn't, so that'd be killing me when you didn't do your job as a parent. When you didn't do your job as a parent, when you never was visible in the school, you never came to parent teacher conference, you never came to student parent luncheon, you didn't volunteer to do nothing in the classroom, to volunteer as a volunteer parent. You didn't do nothing throughout his whole career. Didn't make him do no extracurricular activities. Didn't make him do no book clubs, no camping trips, no none of that. And then you didn't put him, put him on the right track for success. Right? You didn't put him on the right track of success. Then you want to just throw him out there because you didn't raise him right and you don't want to deal with him. You don't want to salvage him. But as soon as he go to jail or something, and then you want to sit here, cry and complain, my babe, you didn't care about him. All them years you shunned him. You didn't care about him. All them years you shunned him. You didn't care about him. All them years you shunned him, you didn't care about. All them years you didn't participate, you didn't put him in extracurricular activities, you didn't sit down, have dinner with him, you didn't help him with his homework, you didn't follow up with him with his schoolwork or none of that. You're part of the problem. Now, the friend that did that, my first thought is this. They probably had something going on already. She probably already did something to my son already. They probably had something going on already. That's my first thought. If this story's true, she probably had something going on with my kid already. That's the first thing I'm thinking about. That's the first thing I'm thinking about. Y'all, you had something, you probably touched him when he was a kid. That's the first thing I'm thinking about. Like, damn, how long this been going on? How would he know you put him out? How would he know to come over there? How did you know I put him out? Now, the mother probably ran her mouth. I will say that. Mothers run their mouth too much. You had to put Tim out, and old girl probably went around looking for Tim, found Tim, and knew what time it was. There's blame on both adults' part. But the lion's share of the blame is, he legal, but damn. Her son, though, that just lets you know that women have no code. This whole sister code that you see on the internet with these women is only a code to stick against men until you get a man. Not only have we seen stories where it was a woman that was on the internet, she was saying, her and her baby father broke up, whatever, and the baby came back and told her that her friend be over there with his daddy. And she come to find out the baby wasn't lying. The baby wasn't lying. Her friend started dating her baby daddy after they broke up. See, the sister code, and I talked about this on the channel and the Patreon. The sister code. It ain't no code. The code ain't, I won't take your man, or we gonna be civil. No, the code is just, let's be miserable and let's hate these men together until I get a man. And if me getting a man is taking your man or backdooring you for your man or backdooring you for your daddy, y'all think these women be treating these dudes bad. You heard women saying, oh, I slept with his daddy, or I slept with his brother, I slept with his sister, even his sister. I slept with his cousin to get back at him. And they be thinking like, damn, she hate me. Yeah, most women hate men. A lot of women hate men. That's just the way they've been conditioned because they feel like they're inferior to us. They never look at the things they do superior to us that makes them, great beings. But you don't understand the hurt and the evilness that they do to each other. She will go sleep with her son that's probably 20 years her junior. Her son get knocked up. Wow. Nothing more diabolical than that. Not too many more things more diabolical than that. Not too many more things more diabolical than that. They don't have a code of honor. There's not like the bro code. It's not like the man law. Like you don't call another man the B word. You don't sleep with another man's wife or girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I let you in my crib, respect my crib. Don't steal nothing. Don't do no certain things. It's just like a dude got grounds to send you to the upper room and put hands on you. We understand that as men, but a lot of these women raise these men and they picked up the cis code. This is why you got dudes that, any girl you mess with, they want to sleep with every girl you mess with. That's a feminine trait. Females love sleeping with other dudes that women have slept with. They got to try it. Even with their homegirls. And one thing about it is women just run their mouth too much. They'll talk about, oh, Eddie did this to me last night. It was so good. And the old girl, like, I ain't really got no man, or I ain't really had no man, make me orgasm. Let me go see if Eddie can make me orgasm. Let me see where I can get that from Eddie. Take her from Eddie, or just we could share him. I just won't say nothing. How they snake like that? A lot of these single mother raised sons picked up those feminine traits. So when your homeboy backdoor you for a girl, that's a bitch trait he got from his mama. More than likely, that's a bitch trait. That's a feminine trait that nobody really talk about. That's what women do. You see how low they go? Talked about the baby mama in the other girl situation. Your son, her son. You see how low they go? And there's guys out here talking about they can't get no cheeks. They going to get passports just to get cheeks. Now, if you're going to get passports to find a better life and to actually find a wife, that's different. They going to get passports to get cheeks. You had a string of female teachers violate children. We see them all the time on Instagram, the stories that they don't post on the news. Right? You got a woman that's 40 years old that just took a dude 20 years old or 18, 20 years old and took care of him and everything. I told y'all when they get around 35, especially 40, they got to pay for a dude. They got to pay for the wood. They desperate out there. So if you really ain't clapping cheeks, it don't cost nothing either. You don't have to trick. Most of these women are so desperate and lonely and so horny. They ask you out and they pay for it. Think about this, bro. Think about how desperate and miserable she had to be to do this. And she gonna get hers. But hey, let me know what y'all think, man. I found this an interesting story. Don't forget the real channel inside the Patreon. It's only link in the description. So join the Patreon. Appreciate y'all. Find me, just find me on the Patreon, man. Other than that, subscribe, thumbs up the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.